Ah! Ooh. Ah. Morning, YouTube. It's Ratmaster. Back in the heat. $102. Nice and toasty. Remember 105? 105. Therapeutic. 15 minutes. Got to get a bit lower today. My upper body's sore. Today we're going to talk about sobriety. Dun, dun, dun. So recently I've made a lot of changes in my life that are obviously for the positive. Some more impactful than others. Mostly behavioral things and mental projects, I guess. But some of the hardest stuff I've ever had to do was follow through with sobriety. I'm just now, I guess, fully sober, I would say. I only say that because I just quit smoking pot like 2 weeks ago, and that's helped like mountains with my anxiety and just chronic smoking like that. It just isn't good for you. But to start off everything, I'm gonna say my name's Jerry and I'm an alcoholic. But yeah, real bad alcoholic. Stemmed from the army. Lots of issues. Maybe I'll get into a lot of that later. I haven't had a drink in 2 years now, maybe a little bit longer. It was basically killing me. I was basically drinking myself to death. My liver was quitting out on me, even though the doctors weren't really saying there's anything wrong, other than like literally getting. Though I got like a CAT scan, I'm getting tests. It's like my liver was just hurting, and it like I was literally puking up bile every morning, and I couldn't keep any food down. I couldn't even keep the booze down, which is problematic. If you're an alcoholic, you gotta drink, right? So I literally was just like, enough of that. I stopped drinking because obviously it was ruining everything else in my life, my relationship with my girlfriend, like my ambition to do things. I was just always surrounded by when I could drink. All I was basically doing was very minimal tasks so I could continue to drink. You'd think I learned my lesson because I have had troubles with law enforcement. I've had a DUI. I'm not gonna lie. Why I lie about it? You know what I mean? It's part of who I am. I'm not ashamed. I've made mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. So you'd think I learned my lesson from getting in trouble drinking and driving, and I would just swear off drinking altogether, but no. So, drinking is out. Drinking is no good for you. It fucking just ages you like 1,000%. It destroys your guts. It's literally poison. It's poison. I know you've heard Andrew Huberman talking about it. It's like you can't even drink one drink, like in a blue moon, and it be like okay for you. It's just that bad for you. Poison, pure poison. And since I quit drinking, all I see everywhere is just how much it's pushed on everybody because it's legal. You know what I mean? It's the way to go. Like, and it's the worst way to go ever. And quitting smoking pot along with that, that's what I'm saying. I'm sober because I never really wanted to say that I was sober because I'm still smoking pot because I don't, it's like I consider it a drug because it is given to us. It is a plant of the earth. It's given to us. You just can't abuse the stuff. And the thing is with weed, I'm abusing it. So therefore, I'm not sober in my eyes. So like once I quit smoking pot, it's like I come to that realization, oh, I'm actually going through sobriety for real now. I don't have any other crutches that are like weighing me down to where I'm abusing them and they're holding me back. Like I gotta have the fix. I also quit smoking like 2 years ago, but I was on vapes for probably a year ago. So I quit smoking vapes also a year ago. And I tell you what, like And that was mostly for performance, and I'm glad I did it because I'm not trying to die of like COPD, because I've that is awful, or just any chronic lung disease. I just cannot handle it. It's just not worth it. And I feel incredible. I feel so much better. My ability to breathe is opened up. Like I mainly, like I said, I did it for performance because I was doing jujitsu, and I was like, how can I get a little bit of an edge? And I was like, I'll just work on my gas tank, and I'm like, bah, there goes vaping. Nothing's really triggered me more to smoke than having a baby, and I tell you what, that's been the hardest thing. I can definitely put drinking behind me because that was killing me, and that was like literally I had to make a life choice. Either I want to live, or I want to die, and it's facts. Um, Smoking, and it's just a slow burn for that. So, you know, and I've quit smoking cigarettes, so quitting vaping was just eventually going to happen. Just I just was holding on to it longer than I needed to. And also being a good example for my daughter. Like I grew up in a drinking smoking household. I don't need her drink I don't need her growing up in a drinking smoking household. It's just not a good habit. Not a good habit to have. Leads you down the wrong path, wrong people to be around, and it's just not worth your time, to be honest. Your connection with your family grows. You start, you know, reaching out more, start wanting to be more involved because you're not in your little world of drugs and alcohol and sealing yourself off from everybody. And it just makes you callous. Makes you callous to everything. But it ain't easy. The road to sobriety is not easy, and it's you think that would go without saying, or it's just like a cliche thing to say. I know that's one of my favorite terms, things that are cliched, but it's absolutely true. It is difficult, and it never stops being difficult. Like at this moment right now, it's like I want to smoke. I want to smoke cigarettes. And especially when you also relate that to like good times. Like I see people drinking and smoking, I'm like, dang, I want to drink and smoke. Every time I see somebody in the movie smoking cigarettes, I'm like, man, that looks so good. The hardest thing is just realizing why you did it and like the purpose of it, and that you actually are benefiting from it right that second because you were able to take nice deep breaths, and you're not coughing, not bringing up crap, you're not hungover. The recovery, which this is all about, my channel is all about, is chasing recovery so you can look good, so you repair faster. Nothing slows you down faster. Nothing slows you down faster. Yeah, I figure out what that is. But nothing reduces that like drinking. Alcohol will absolutely just smash your ability to repair itself. Because it's poison. Just another good channel to follow, though, that kind of inspired me to make YouTube in general. And I think about it from time to time with my own sobriety since I've seen them. But Shit Face Sober. I'm not going to put anything in the description. I'm not going to put anything in the video because YouTube takes that as you're trying to get traffic to your channel from their channel, and they have a way more popular channel than I do, obviously. But Shitface Sober. Look them up on YouTube. They're awesome. I've been meaning to write them because like they host a show and they bring people to their thing. So I might write them and see if I get flown out to Florida. Talk about sobriety. Or not. But yeah, Shitface Sober. Check them out. But I guess I get one drug, which no one ever is going to consider this drugs. But the caffeine, it's a drug. I'll admit it, it's a drug. But back when I was talking about being sober, things that are like holding you back, things that like you're addicted to, that literally you're basing all your decisions and your day around. I don't base my decisions and my day around my coffee. If I don't get my coffee, I'm gonna be mad. I'll be upset. I'll be very mad and very upset. But I'm not gonna be like, oh, now I can't go to the bank today. I can't do this. I can't deal with my kid. I can't go to work because I didn't have my coffee. I'm not calling people for coffee. Hey man, got coffee on you? Dang. Well, it's terrible. So if you're struggling with sobriety, man, doing it right here with you. You got me, I got you. And if you are thinking about it, just stop. Just stop drinking. The best thing you could ever do for you, the best decision you'll ever make, is just to stop drinking. Even if you're not drinking a lot, and you think you got it under control, and maybe you just drink on the weekends. You know what I mean? Like, you're still killing yourself. And I don't miss it. Like I said, I joke about it. Like, that looks so good. Drinking and smoking looks so good. But genuinely, I don't miss it. I don't miss the way I feel. I don't miss the feeling of spending money. That's the other thing, is how much money goes into it. So much money into drinking is insane. I'll save it. I'll save it to when I'm 80 then, or when I know I get like the cancer or something. Not that that's the right answer, but I mean, don't take this as I'm trying to be better than everybody or better than anybody, because I don't think that. I'm just trying to share like my experience and like the enrichment I've gotten also from being sober. And I'll say newly sober because I just quit smoking pot for like 2 weeks ago, like I said. So like this is pretty much a new ride, but quitting drinking though is another sober. It's just so weird is all. To find real strength through persevering through your sobriety if you choose to. And I hope this video helps somebody, really makes them put the bottle down or quit smoking. You know what I mean? It's not easy, but it's doable. You can do it. Because I did it, and I have one of the worst personalities. I feel like I get a hold of something and I just abuse the heck out of it. I go balls to the walls with it, do it as much as I can until I'm sick of it, and then I go back for some more, and then next thing you know, I have to just be living in it. That's a problem. I've learned to take that and push it into positive stuff, being committed to doing other things, like making sure that I'm fit. I treat that like my drugs now. And my diet. I treat my diet like I treat drugs, or I treat alcohol. I take it that seriously. It's almost if it's like my next drink. It's like my next recovery period. If you start looking at things in ways like that, you'll see how much it does get easier. This probably won't be the last time I talk about sobriety. It's probably going to end up on another video just because of how impactful it is for me. And I just like to talk about it because it's important to me, because I've had such a bumpy ride in life that all roads I thought were going to lead me to an early death, early grave, or just a miserable life. And let me tell you, it gets better. It gets better when you make the right choices and go down the right path than what you're supposed to do, instead of just partying and thinking it's all gonna just pan out for you, because it's not going to. Not trying to be a bearer of bad news as well and bring you down, but it's just a fact. If you want a good quality of life, you need to live like you're wanting a good quality of life, and that means getting rid of all the BS. So, I believe you can make a better you. Just takes one day at a time. You can do it. Alright. So we're gonna get into our stretch, and then you know what it is. It's the cold plunge. It's not gonna be fun because it's so cold outside right now. There might be ice in it. Ah, 36 degrees. Alright, 3 minutes to go. Probably won't get it, but we'll see. Ah! Ooh. Ah. Yeah. Ah. I think that one quote is by Mike Tyson, who says, discipline is doing the things you hate, but doing it like you love it. And that really hits hard with me. So I think in being hard and tough is everything to me. And it's never just trying to do it for the facade. It's for the actual authentic hardness, authentic, genuine difficulty, struggle, strife, fight, all of it. Embrace it. I've done a lot of difficult things in my life. We talked about sobriety. Sobriety being one of them. I'd rather do this every single day of my life than drink every single day of my life. Because that is just pure poison, and it's just pure bring you down devil nonsense. And you guys will adjust just like I am. I thought this was going to be real bad. It's 34. It would have been colder if I didn't just change the water out last night. Boy. Boy. Oh, I didn't even start the timer. I tried tapping it. So I get for no looking it. So now I gotta really bear it. Grin and bear it. For as long as I can. Try to be superhuman, guys. This is what this shit's all about. I gotta limit that because I'm cussing. No cussing. Alright, baby. Alright, you guys can do it. I believe in you. Ratmaster out.